guys, this is Kelly from Coach K. Wiley, and today in our Empty Nest series, we're going to talk about the love language of physical touch. Physical touch, in my opinion, is one of the easiest languages to learn and implement. If you or your partner's primary love language is physical touch, it doesn't necessarily mean marital intimacy. What it means is that holding hands, sitting next to each other, touching each other's shoulders when you're talking. These little tiny gestures just show that you really, really care about the person that you're with. And it could be the way that that person feels the most love. So some ideas for you. 1, talk to your spouse. Obviously, I've said that all week. It's really important that you guys communicate. If you haven't, go back to the first video and take the link and go take the love language test so that you know, both of you, what your primary love language is. Then read the section from my blogs on tips on how to relate to each other in that love language. So some ideas for you if your primary love language is physical touch. When you're at dinner, sit across from each other. Sit at a small table so that your knees can touch. Reach across the table and hold hands. These things just are really easy to implement. Or when you walk by or you're standing near your spouse to hand them something, put your hand on their shoulder. Maybe give it a little squeeze. Just a little gesture to show that you really care and that you want to be near them. Or how about when you're in the same room together and you're watching television? Where do you sit? Are you in opposite chairs across the room? You can see each other, but you certainly can't reach each other. Move to where you're both sitting on the couch together. Sit next to each other. Just sit close enough to touch. Like I said, I think physical touch is the easiest one to implement and probably the one that becomes the most foreign as we've been married for a long time. You get so used to, this is my spot at the table, this is your spot at the table, and you go along with your life and you forget the physical touch and being intimate is really important to keeping your marriage strong. I hope you've enjoyed this Empty Nest series, and I hope that you've learned a little along the way on some tips on keeping your marriage strong after those kids have moved out and you need to relate to each other. Reach out to me at any time if you have any questions. I'd love to chat. Again, this is Kelly with Coach K. Wiley.